to the mart. I need to buy some items. Some potions, a couple of antidotes, and a Parley's heal.
I can go about catching my weasel now.
Oh, what? Have you cleared the window X now?
Yeah. Just gotta get to the Pokemon Center and then Route 206 already, I think it is, or is it still 205? It's still 205.
Yeah, it's the other side of 205. Oh, I might actually catch my third party member here.
Which is?
Badoo.
I knew it!
Yeah? Well, I need a grass type.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need a grass type, but I was
gonna say, I don't particularly need a grass type, because
I think a grass type would suit my team, though.
Would it? Because everything grass is good for, water kinda also does. Type-wise.
But what about... I was gonna say, what about water? No, I'm gonna get it anyway. I really just... I like Roserade.
Well, yeah. Well, I really don't.
I think you get a Dawnstone, right?
Somewhere along the line, maybe.
Like, I think you get it pre-Elite Four, right?
Somewhere along the way, maybe.
I might have to... We should spend, like, an episode where we both go in the underground.
We actually just could do that, to be honest. If we
Actually, no, can we? Because it has to turn on communications.
Well, we can't go into the underground together.
No, but can you go into the underground?
I'm pretty sure you can. To be honest.
If we can, then we should. Oh. It's...
But I would have to go back to Orberg to go get
nope, you don't.
The thing.
It's in Eterna.
It's in Eterna. Oh.
The underground house.
Oh. Is it? It is, you're right. You're totally right.
Mount Coronet, you can get a Dawnstone.
I still think that the whole underground thing, if possible, would be fun.
That'd be cool. In the reboot of the podcast, have that as the background footage. There is no reboot of the podcast. I lied to you all. There should be. I think we should.
Well, I honestly think we should. Yeah.
You know me, I'm always up for doing something.
Just need peoples. Because at this point, Pokemon Through the Years is kind of like...
It's essentially just a podcast with Pokemon as background video, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to call my Buizel. I've got a really stupid name. I don't know why I want to call it this, but I'm definitely going to call it this.
What are you going to call it?
I'll show you. I'll tell you when I've shown the people, but I need to check the spelling on it real quickly because I'm not sure.
Yeah, my stats are really bad. This is not going to be a fun run.
Oh, you'll be able to become overpowered rather quickly, right?
I think so. I just have really bad IVs. Like, I must do.
So, I called my Buizel. I don't know why. I called him PELIPER.
PELIPER?
And somehow I fucked up and only gave him 1p.
Well, you gave him 2 Ps, but...
Well, 2 out of
instead of 3.
Yeah.
Right.
I looked it up because I wasn't sure whether he had a double P or not. And he does, and I still didn't give him 2.
HM06, which is Flash, right?
No, it's Rock Smash.
Oh, sick.
HM04 is Flash.
Oh, sick.
Not that it matters anymore, because HMs don't exist anymore, finally.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird not playing with HMs. It makes me just not think about using them. Like using the right Pokemon when I could be.
But you've got Pokemon dedicated to the moves now.
Yeah, the only one that I use is Charizard now. I don't even use Tauros. Again, I only use him when I have to use Rock Smash. Like,
Well, I use Tauros because he's a better version of a bike as well.
is he the bike in this game? Or is he supposed to be? Or is that supposed to be Stoutland or what?
Stoutland is an item finder.
But he's also quick.
But Tauros is quicker.
Yes, he is.
So I use Tauros as my bike. I'm not sure there's an actual bike. I don't think there is.
It wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't, to be honest.
Because Tauros functions as bike perfectly.
Yeah. You hold down B, it basically switches to the quick mode where you lose a bit of control because the screen can't scroll quick enough.
Yeah. I've got a bit of a thing here. Let's see. Fury swipes might have been a bad idea.
Yeah.
I could choose between Fury swipes or Mach Punch, and I end up going for Fury swipes. Why? I don't know.
Instead of Mach Punch? Now you don't have any fighting moves.
Oh, no, I still have it. But I was fighting this Ponyta and...
Oh, okay. Just as a move? I thought you were learning it.
No. That would be real bad.
If I remember, this Picnicker, or whatever her name is, it might be a lass, has a Psyduck? No, this was the one that has the Badoo. The other one has the Psyduck.
Talking about Fury swipes, I actually use Fury swipes sometimes in the totem battles in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah?
Because when you crit in a totem battle, it does so much more damage.
Oh yeah, because they're normally at +2 defense.
Yeah, and it breaks through that. So, Fury swipes isn't a great move, but the chance of getting critical hits are statistically higher because you hit multiple times. And in my experience, it's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Unless it's a physically defensive Pokemon to begin with.
Yeah, I realised how good multi-hit moves are when I got my Cubone, and it had Bone Meringue, which means I can farm on a bunch of stuff because it always hits twice. Oh my god. I can't do anything against this Badoo.
Why? Oh, because it'll die.
No, this Badoo this is gonna be like an eternal struggle. It's my Badoo against his Badoo. I can't throw my Piplup in because my Piplup is gonna get one shot because he's set up 5 growths. But I can't switch. This is just gonna be Absorb versus Absorb for 1 HP for 40 turns. That's what it's looking like, legit.
And then struggle.
No, because then I have to get through all my growths. That's 60 turns worth in total.
Oh, I love that.
What if I switch to Shinx, or Slave for that matter, and I just...
Anything would be better than
the 1 HP over and over again.
Yeah.
Because I think Shinx would still resist, right? Does Electric resist? Grass? I don't know.
Possibly. No, it's the other way around. Grass resists electric.
Oh, now he's just healed all the way up. Great. Oh, and I missed my tackle, of course.
This is gonna take a while.
I think this person's actually gonna faint me.
The thing is, if that ends up happening, you spend so much time on it.
I know, right?
So how upset do you think the comment section will be at the fact that I called him Weasel Pelipper?
They're gonna be a little bit upset, yeah. This Bidoof, man, this Bidoof's putting in work. The Bidoof's doing, actually pretty good damage. Oh, and it got a crit as well!
You starting to like Bidoof?
No, I'm not using a Bidoof on my team. You can't even pretend to make me.
Well, since I am not, it would be more variety if you...
Hey, shut up.
I do have a Bidoof, but...
As far as I can tell, my team will not be similar to yours unless you catch a Badoo or a Shinx.
I won't do either of those because I've encountered multiple of them at this point.
I was going to say, you've already got your team. You've already got your team now, right? You've got your main 3. Oh, he does have a Psyduck. It's just the second Pokemon. Yeah, you've got your first 3.
Yeah, I've got Pelipper, Flamebird, and your mom.
Ooh. Not my mum.
It's the best team ever. PELIPER, Flamebird, and Yo Mom. And then I've got Trump as my HM slave.
Yeah.
And I need to start thinking of a name for Dialga.
It's only going to take you, like, what? It's going to be, like, 10 episodes worth? 15 episodes?
Something like that. So I've got plenty of time.
I'm not going to lie. I really can't understand how Pokemon Let's Plays take so long. Like, when we play through the entire game, and it's, like, 6 or 7 episodes? Or 6 or 7 hours, even, sorry.
And then there's these people who have like 60 episodes.
60 episode playthroughs of games like Red and Blue. I'm like, how? How do you even do that?
Well, it has 2 reasons, I'd say, mostly.
They go and talk to everyone, use a full team. They're the two
using a full
main things. And they don't skip through text boxes.
Exactly.
Those are the 3 things I can think of.
And also, I feel like some Pokemon Let's Plays, not all of them, but you've got like 2 distinct types of Let's Players. People who do 15-minute episodes and people who do 40-minute episodes.
Yeah, I guess. But even if it's only 15-minute episodes, that's like what?
Double the amount we do.
30 episodes?
Yeah. Probably.
So what, our episodes are like half an hour, right? 25 minutes,
I gotta be honest. And also, people who do Nuzlocke's battle at a slower pace because they overthink things way more than we do.
Yeah.
Usually. But yeah, my longest series has been like 30 episodes, I think. And it was my Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke, I feel.
Did you finish that?
No, I died just before the 8th gym.
Oh, okay, so you still got like decently far into the game though. It's not like you got to the 6th gym and like pieced out.
No, I died to... It was a randomizer Nuzlocke, and I died to the 3rd Arceus I encountered in that playthrough.
Oh god.
Colress had a fucking Arceus. Also, Colress is in Sun and Moon.
Chorus is in Sun and Moon and gives you Flame Charge.
And then he never shows up, as far as I hear.
Yeah, then I haven't seen him again, so like, he may show up again, he may not, I'm not sure.
I like his new outfit.
I like it. Very Ether Foundation. They look almost identical.
Okay, so you know the story of the game, right?
What, of Sun and Moon?
Of Sun and Moon.
No, I've gotten rid of all the story spoilers. So I don't know anything that happens in the story. I know currently, I know where we're at currently.
Okay, so I've got the theory.
Okay. Is it that you're the rival? Because I've already done that one.
No. That's not it. I might have heard it somewhere else before, and that's why it started being a theory in my mind. But I can't help but feel like the Aether Foundation is the evil team.
Yeah, I read somewhere that might be what they were doing, but
because Team Skull is just funny.
They're just laughably bad.
But the president of the Aether Foundation seems maniacal.
Yeah.
Seems absolutely fucking insane.
Lusamine?
Yeah. She's like, I want to spread love to all the Pokemon. I'm like, yeah, you're definitely going to go insane at some point in the story.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Honestly, it would surprise me if she didn't.
Yeah, it would surprise me if she didn't go insane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a potion in...
But that's just a theory.
Vlogger theory.
It doesn't really, like, work, right?
Nah, I'm still trying to work out what to do for my YouTube channel. Spoilers, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel.
You said this like...
said this for a while. I still...
Half a year ago.
Yeah, I stream more on Twitch. I just play games, but I don't think I would be able to make a decent Let's Play. I don't know, I just don't think it's like my thing. So I'm looking into the more like theory, not theory videos, but like thinking videos.
I understand you.
Yeah, like they are theory videos, but not like a theory about something. It's like what, like
more explanation.
Yeah, explanation based. That's definitely the word that I was looking for. Alright, I'm about to start Allberg Gym.
I mean, I've honestly thought about, and I couldn't come up with a good format for this. I probably could if I put some more time into it. But I've honestly thought about making a series of videos just going into every fucking detail in the universe about the Kingdom Hearts universe and lore.
Yeah?
Because that shit goes deep.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
And I know
but
pretty much like 95% about it.
But at that point, like, where do you start? And, like, how do you even, like, go through?
Exactly, because there's so fucking much.
I mean, I guess the way you could do it is you could go through, like, from the order of the games. And you go, like, chronological order of the games. And go through those games, like, point by point. Like, follow the story-wise. I don't really know.
The thing is, the games are designed to be played in a release order, of course. But the release order is literally nothing like chronological order.
Yeah. So, like, you start with Kingdom Hearts 1. Just, like, get that out of the way, because then that gives you all, like, your base concepts. And then you just carry on with release order, and, like, what they introduce and what it actually means and all this stuff. That's the way I would do it.
That's fair. The thing, though, is that some concepts and some characters we get introduced to in the first couple of games kind of get, like, soft retconned somewhere throughout the story, because you get so much more information about some characters later on, which then when you go back to play Kingdom Hearts 1 again, things make a lot more sense all of a sudden.
Yeah,
so
yeah, but then you go in with that knowledge at the start. Because then anyone coming into the series that wants to learn everything, like, before they play, they have that there. They only have to watch, like, this video on this topic once, and you don't have to watch 2 videos once, and then once when it's been retconned. Like, for example, if I was doing it with Pokemon, because Pokemon is the only other thing I guess I have enough knowledge about that I could do that, potentially, maybe, is I would start with Red and Blue, but I would go off of the information from Heart Gold, Soul Silver / the stuff we're learning from Kanto here in Sun and Moon, because you learn a lot about Kanto from Sun and Moon.
You do?
Like, they never shut up about it.
They never shut up about 2 things. That's you being from Kanto and everybody in Alola pretty much being from Kanto, or Alola itself, somehow. And the fact that everything has to sound Hawaiian.
Oh, do you want to know the other thing they never stop going on about? The Pokepelago. They always go on about it. I'm not going to complain. It's one of the best features they've added in a very long time. But, like, why? Why keep talking about it? Like, there's this amazing thing. Like, the whole second island is just dedicated to teaching you about it.
And the whole second island is a pretty good part of the game.
I really enjoyed the second island.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna, if I'm even gonna do it, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah, like, what I was thinking of is, it's gonna sound weird, but, like, RPG enemy characters and RPG enemy archetypes. Like, there would be a whole thing of videos on, like, what is an orc. Like, just generally.
A bit like Gaijin Goomba-ish.
Kind of, but he talks more about, like, what are the inferences of things? Like, what are the inspirations? Mine would just be, like, what is your stereotypical goblin? Where does the kind of stuff come from? What do you normally see in games? Like, what kind of traits do they all share? Like, if I was going to do a goblin, goblins are normally, like, small, normally quick. They're normally quite, like, weak. They're really weak. They're really into money, yeah. They normally work as, like, with a big guy, like an ogre or something. They're normally, like, the handler, I guess. Like, the brains with the brawn. And, like, then I would go into, like, where they come from and stuff. But that's a lot of editing.
That is a lot of editing.
Which I wouldn't be against, necessarily. But it's just, like, if I'm gonna do that, I want to, like, do it right from day one.
Honestly, editing is by far not the worst part of making a video.
No, and it would be script writing, probably.
Scripting is the thing that fucking kills me.
But, like, as much as I make fun of game theory, I do watch game theory because I find it quite interesting. But I can't.
yeah,
I
definitely.
can't go back and watch like the original episodes of Game Theory. They're just really badly edited.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Game Theory... I make fun of Game Theory as well a lot of the times because, honestly, 90% of the shit they come up with these days, especially these days, is like, I get these
You're really like clutching at straws, like.
But this doesn't make any sense once you think about it for 2 seconds extra.
Exactly.
And that's why I like Film Theory. I haven't watched Film Theory in a long time.
I like Film Theory, actually, yeah.
But Film Theory is more close to the roots which Game Theory used to have, which was more believable theories.
Yeah.
But Game Theory as a show, it's rather well made. And when I say rather well made, I mean very well made.
Yeah. But because it's gotten so well made, I can't go back and watch the old ones.
Exactly, and that's kind of, in a way, a compliment, because that
Oh
makes
yeah,
it
definitely.
really good now. And the old episodes, I mean, I can't go back watching my own old videos. I can't watch my current videos because it annoys me watching something that I made.
Yeah, but with Let's Plays and stuff, it's not as bad, unless there's a very clear divide. It's gameplay. Like, the gameplay is going to be similar.
I know, definitely, but, like, audio and video quality and commentary
that's
quality,
the only thing
kind
that
of thing.
changes. Like, the actual quality of the individual parts. It's not like...
Yeah.
You could
But the thing
improve
as
the
a
audio
whole-
quality, but it would still be the Let's Play, right?
Yeah, right. But the way of giving commentary is so different over the years.
Yeah.
That being said, you do not have to edit things, and editing is the first layer of things that your viewer sees, of course.
Yeah.
So in that regard,
it's a lot of
yeah.
things to think about.
But countering that, I'd say, especially when you do Pokemon Let's Plays, everybody in the moms makes these nice little borders and layouts with team previews and your badges and all. And that's something that's definitely, if you go a couple years back to my channel, those were ugly as fuck, and now they're just kind of decent.
Yeah.
I mean, the one that you're looking at right now, watching this video,
I like these ones.
I'm rather proud of
I really like
the
the through the years ones.
Yeah, so do I. I think, honestly, having the background being the region that the specific person is in, so that in the transition period where I'm already in Gen 4 and you weren't, you see half of Sinnoh,
Alright, you don't need to go on about it, mate. You don't need to go on about it. I know you're baiting me.
Yeah. But
Nah,
I
it's cool.
honestly
I know what you
think
mean.
that is probably... It's a really subtle difference, but it's one of my best ideas in a long time, and I feel like
it's a good idea.
some people might not even have noticed that. Ever.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to Dark Life. He's on my streams always and on the comment
In
section.
fact, actually, he followed me on Twitch yesterday. I wasn't even streaming, but I guess in the last video that came on, like, I mentioned that I do Twitch or something, and he went and followed me on Twitch, which is nice. I know I've seen him in the comments a couple of times.
I think I'll link your Twitch in all the descriptions as well.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, he also does one of these kind of races through all the Pokemon generations up until Generation 5. And when I was looking through the playlist, I was like, so your thumbnails are based on Pokédex numbers. The first is Bulbasaur, second is Ivysaur, then Venusaur, and all the way up to like the 150th episode would have been Mew. And he said, you know, you're the first person to actually notice that. It's something so obvious, and coming up with it, it feels really good coming up with such an idea, and then like 90% of people don't notice those small little details.
Yeah.
And going back to what we were talking about, that's the same with editing. When it's done properly, you don't notice it, and you just
when it's done well, you shouldn't notice it, because if you're noticing it, then something's gone wrong with it. But essentially,
exactly, and that's why it's such a overlooked job in general. Well, it's difficult to do proper.
I didn't know I'd be getting a YouTube masterclass this time round. I'm happy.
I'm also still thinking of doing a how to YouTube master guide, like a 40-minute video, talking about different kinds of software, hardware, ways to go about making videos. That again, though, is a lot of scripting work, and that's.
I mean, I would watch it personally, but I feel like anyone who's even like already kind of into it wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't know if the extra work would get me more attention, but I feel like search results would actually be kind of good for that.
Yeah.
To be honest. Because I know I have looked up those kinds of videos plenty of times and everybody says the fucking same. Just do what you love. And while that is true, some actual advice wouldn't hurt.
In fact, Ace Trainer Liam put up a video the other day, which kind of now dates this recording session. We already dated it because we said that Sun and Moon came out like a couple days ago. But he put up a video the other day and is like, here's me to get, here's to me because I just got 100,000 subscribers. And it was like 5 tips that aren't just, oh, do what you like, do this, do that. It was like, they were all still kind of generic, but they weren't as generic.
There's so much to say, which is not just generic advice. It's literally giving people directions to the software and hardware they could use, and or links to websites with information about editing, for instance, or whatever. You know, like actual advice you could give people, which is not just do what you love and you'll get there. Yeah, that's true.
That's true, but you can do as you love. But if you're working, you're working to a really bad standard for your whole time.
Yeah. Also, the thing people don't mention in those videos 99% of the time, yeah, do what you love and you'll get there. Everybody who got there did what they loved. But there's a lot of people who do what they love and don't get there.
Yeah. Which isn't saying do something you don't love just because you'll get more successful.
Oh, you won't.
Because if you don't have the passion for it, there's no point doing it.
And if you get successful, you're only fucking yourself. Right? Because now you're stuck doing something that you don't want to do.
Exactly.
But there's no guarantee that if you like doing it, you'll get to have the quality that other people will watch it. And even if you do, it doesn't mean that you'll actually beat PewDiePie.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, yeah, I understand. But some people might not, which is, yeah, odd.
I have been wanting to make that video for over a year and still haven't, so...
I was going to say, we've had this discussion before, I think. Damn, this has really gotten into like a podcast episode, hasn't it? A podcast recording session.
Yeah.
God damn. Hey, I'm not complaining. It's just
we don't need no fucking podcast. We've got Pokemon through the years, twice a week.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/vloggergames. Subscribe now.
You see, I have a YouTube channel that I've set up ready to go. However, I only found out the other day you can't get the custom URL until you have 100 subs. Which means,
true.
Which means branding is going to be super inconsistent.
Yeah, true. But getting 100 subs isn't
like an issue. Yeah, I know.
It'd be worse if it was 1,000.
Yeah, it's like 100 subs and then some other stuff. I can't remember what the rest of it was. But it was all like, all the other stuff was like, if you've got 100 subs, this will have happened by now. Like, I think the channel has to have existed for 3 months. A bunch of other stuff, I can't remember.
Just so people don't go making channel URLs like PewDiePie, but with a 3 for an E, so people don't know that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I guess. Stuff like that.
People still do that, because getting 100 subs and existing for 3 months are two things that are rather easy to do.
Yeah, because you can probably just buy 100 subs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And also, really most people have a Gmail account.
Exactly, so it doesn't really... Even making 100 subs yourself would only take a couple of hours. If you just made 100 accounts.
Oh, I get it'd take a lot more than a couple of hours. Take a couple of days, but still, it's only a couple of days.
Just 100. You need to make a Gmail account and
100 Gmail accounts.
How long does taking a Gmail account make?
Taking a Gmail account make? Okay, sure.
Well, actually, no.
you
Actually,
mean-
it's the same answer. No, because if you take a Gmail account, you make some money because you didn't
Shut
have to
up.
make a Gmail
Shut up.
account.
Stop trying to stop. But no,
I mean,
it takes like
I made a mistake there.
it takes like
but
3 or
the
4
answer's the
minutes, I
same.
would say.
So making 100 is
300, 400 minutes.
let's say
Let's say
450 minutes.
let's make it an even 5 minutes per account,
So 500 minutes.
which
That's
means in an hour you've made
9.5
12
hours.
accounts. So yeah, it's a day's work.
It's roughly a day.
A day straight, that is. It's
Fair
9
enough. So if-
hours straight doing that. And if you're doing it 5 minutes for every account. Because it's going to get to a point where it's going to get super complicated because you're juggling about 100 accounts.
Fair enough, yeah. And you also need to subscribe those accounts, of course, to...
Each other. So then you get 100 accounts.
well, if you just focus on one account, I mean, if you actually want to get all of them to 100 subs, that's going to get real complicated real quickly.